Hey guys, it's Phil Morrison, dating coach for men with social anxiety. I'm going to talk about a really important concept which lots of guys struggle with, and it's how to approach girls so that they feel comfortable. A massive fear is stepping into the harassment category, doing something which is perceived in the wrong way. Even if you have the best intentions in the world, you don't want to feel like or be perceived as a predator, someone who's sleazy, creepy, etc. And here's the crazy thing, and I want you to hear this right. So if you go over there, and if you're a guy with high empathy, right, you're worried about making other people feel uncomfortable, which is good because you have high empathy. But if you go and approach a girl and you're worried about making her feel uncomfortable, it actually makes her feel more uncomfortable because she can see that you're worried about something. You're afraid of something. And if you think about it, people that are shady, criminals, low-level criminals, they would act in this way. And if someone came over to you and they were a bit shady and you could see they were nervous, you'd be afraid of that person because, you'd be thinking, holy shit, are they about to go against the grain and do something that's crazy? Is that why they're worried? So basically, if you're a guy and you're afraid of being perceived as creepy and you go over there really hesitant, like, hey, excuse me, hey, and that comes across as creepy. So when you're worried about being creepy, you come across as creepy. When you're worried about making girls feel uncomfortable, you actually make them feel uncomfortable. So this is the bit that I want you to hear right. You have to be okay with making them feel uncomfortable. That doesn't mean you want to do that. But what you have to do is trust yourself. And trust that if you did go over there and a girl was genuinely uncomfortable, you could recognize that and deal with it in an appropriate way. So if a girl tenses up or she's like, sorry, not interested, don't want to talk, all you have to do is respect that. Just say, no worries, have a nice day, and move on. And the thing is, if you're someone who's worried about making other people feel uncomfortable, you obviously have high empathy, and this means that naturally you would respect if someone else was uncomfortable, and you would just back off and say have a nice day. But you need to prove that to yourself to overcome this fear. You might think, God, approaching, I'll be perceived as really weird or creepy. If you think you're going to be perceived as really weird or creepy, you'll do it in a very hesitant way where you're not truly committed, and it will come across weird. But if you really commit to it, you make eye contact, you're open, you're confident, and it comes from a genuine place, and it doesn't come across creepy at all. And so many girls will say things like, you've made my day, I feel really great right now. They're smiling, they're happy, and you realize that that fear of making the girls uncomfortable was a fear that only existed in your mind. And I get why the fear existed, because media, social conditioning, there's a lot of support for girls out there in relationships, and they say, oh, this is creepy, that's sleazy, and it's a little bit crazy. And because of that, guys are really afraid of being perceived as a harasser. And it's really great to know what the law on harassment actually is, so that you can clear up that worrying brain. And basically, if someone doesn't give you consent, you have to respect that. Simple as that. So if you approach a girl and you get a red light and she's like, no, sorry, I don't want to talk to you, and she looks nervous or worried, all you have to do is respect that. And then in the eyes of the law, you've never stepped into harassment territory, and you know that you're not going to do that because you're obviously a good person if you have this fear of making others feel uncomfortable. But when you really commit and you approach in this genuine way, you get the proof that it's fine. It's very, very rare that someone takes the funnies. It does happen, but it's a small handful of girls that take the funnies. The most are completely fine with it because they can see that you're a good person and you respect them. So even if they're not interested, they still feel comfortable. And if you do this and you get really confident doing this, it becomes pretty simple and straightforward to use this as a great way to get dates and meet girls that are actually into you. So it's fantastic. It can be life-changing, and was life-changing for me. And if you want to get this experience but you find it terrifying and nerve-wracking to go out there and start conversations with girls, why not come down to one of my events, or even book your place on my weekend dating program. This is for a group of 4 guys, and we all go out there and we approach in a respectful, ethical way, so you can learn how to start conversations from the right place and have some great chats and lots of fun in the process, make some friends, and really what you need is actual real life experience. If you sit around on YouTube all the time, reading books, reading theory, it doesn't help you out when you're actually out there in the arena, in the battlefield, so to speak. You're out there socializing, speaking to people. These things you read, they help you out to some degree, but really it's the real world experience that actually counts. What you need is confidence, social skills, the right attitude, and obviously a little bit of experience in these situations will go a long way. So yeah, if you want to get this proof, you can come along to my weekend program. Email me if you're interested, and we can take lots and lots and lots of action, get you over your sticking points. And you can just go out there and practice by yourself. I'm not saying you have to do my program. I also do free events as well, and if you're the right guy and you're a good person, I do offer free one-on-one tasters where you can get some experience starting conversations with girls you like in the daytime. But go out there and get the proof for yourself. Just give out some compliments, face your fears, commit, do it in a genuine way, and you'll get the proof that the vast majority of girls are cool with being approached, providing that you do it in the right way. And if you find that this is not the case and you're getting a string of negative reactions, or the girls are not stopping, listening to you, then shoot me an email and basically explain to me what you're doing over Zoom, and I'll try my best to suggest a tweak that will help you out, because you should be getting positive reactions at least 7 out of 10 times if you're doing it right. If this isn't the case, then there's probably something that you can tweak that would make a massive difference. But yeah, the key to getting over this fear is to trust yourself as someone who would recognize when a girl's uncomfortable and respect that. And you need to put yourself in that situation to get the proof for yourself that you can handle it just fine, and then it won't be a worry. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and hit like. I definitely would appreciate that. Enjoy the rest of your day.